Hi everyone, today we're going to be introducing to you the emergency stop cue. Now the emergency stop is basically a life-saving command that we can use out on our walks, but also if your dog suddenly has a dash out the front door or they're starting to run towards a road, this is really going to help save your dog's life one day, because the idea is that when you say wait, your dog will stop on the spot even if he's running. Today I'm going to show you this exercise with my dog Hades. He's a 9-year-old Rottweiler. The first thing you guys are going to need is some rather large treats. You can see in my hand here that I have very big pieces of food, or you can use your dog's favourite toy depending on what works best for your dog. Now I'm going to show you 3 stages that we use to teach the emergency stop with the dogs running towards us, and later on we're going to show you how we do this when your dog's running away from you. But first we need to master this stage. So you're going to pop your dog into a sit, wait, and you're just going to come a metre away from your dog, and you're going to throw the food over your dog's head. Now the throw is really important. You're aiming to start with your hand down by your knee, and when you bring it up, you're going to bring it up in a bowling motion, okay? And we're going to do this nice and slowly, because the idea is that the treat or the toy is going to be travelling slowly through the air so your dog can track it. Not so fast that it just whizzes past his head and he doesn't see. Hades, sit, good boy. And you're aiming for it to either land in the middle of his back or for him to catch it. Don't worry if your dog doesn't catch or if your aim is slightly off, but the throw itself is going to be really important for later on when we actually add the cue. So, Hades, wait. So start nice and low. Come here. Sit, wait. And then you're going to throw it up and over so that he either jumps up to catch it or it lands just behind him. Now the idea here is that we want the dog to put all of his weight onto his back legs, so that we create a braking motion here, so that when we add the cue, your dog's weight's going the right way to get him to stop. If you throw it short and it lands in front of him, you're going to find your dog's going to leap forward for the treat, which is going to create an ongoing motion. Your dog's not going to stop when we need him to. So nice and low, bring it up. Good boy. And then release the treat when your hand is up high in the air, okay? Wait. Good boy. Now you'll know if you've done this wrong, because if the treat whizzes past his head and lands way over there, you've gone too far. Good boy. Sit. You may need somebody else to hold your dog on the lead for this part if your dog can't sit and wait. Now the next stage, once your dog is doing well with this and you think it's going well, is we're going to call our dog towards us and we're going to repeat the same thing. At the moment we're still not stopping our dogs, so you tell your dog to wait. You're going to call him towards you, and then when he's halfway, you're going to throw the food in the same way as before, okay? Oh, good boy. Good boy, ready? Now it's really important we're not calling our dogs here. We don't want to say come, because we don't want to ruin our recalls. Just release your dog with an okay or his name. Wait. And we don't need to go too far, okay? And just be ready to throw that treat when he's about halfway, and don't rush this. Just because your dog's bombing towards you doesn't mean you need to rush throwing that treat. You still want to throw it in the same slow motion so that it still travels towards your dog nice and slowly. Sit, wait. Okay, good boy. Now the next stage is going to be adding our cue. So you'll know if you can add the cue, because what you should find after 10, 20, 30, 100 repetitions, depending on the dog, is you'll start to get some recognition from your dog that you're going to throw a treat. So what you should have is what we call a hesitation. So as you go to throw the treat, you should find your dog going, oh, it's coming towards me, I need to stay here, okay? Only add the cue if you have that hesitation. So I'll show you what the hesitation looks like. Sit, wait. Okay? So you can see here, he's expecting me to throw it and he's stopping in that anticipation. If you've got the anticipation, we can now add a cue to behaviour that we already know is going to happen, okay? We know that the dog's going to stop because he's expecting the food to come to him where he is, okay? So what you're going to do now is you're going to release your dog. You're going to start with your hand nice and low. Sit. Start with land your hand low, and make sure that when your dog's moving towards you, wait. Your dog's focused on this hand, okay? It's really important that your dog has focus here, so that when you do bring your hand up, he's actually following your hand and not looking elsewhere, okay? So don't call your dog like this, because your dog's vision is going to go out to the side and not central. So we want to have the hand central, so that when we say wait, we can bring our hand up. So this time, rather than being slow with our hand, you're going to go fast. You're going to add the cue, you're going to say wait, your dog's going to stop, you're going to say good, and then you're going to throw it out like a dart, okay? So the first motion is a bowling motion and then dart to throw it out. What we don't want is to do a repeat where we say wait and then we bring our hand down again to throw it, because that will most likely encourage dog to break from the wait command. Come here. So I'm going to show you what this looks like now. Sit, wait. So give yourself a bit more distance. Okay, wait. Good. Good boy. Mark yes, and then throw it out like a dart towards your dog. Good boy. Now at this stage, if your dog doesn't stop, go back a stage. If your dog stops, but he kind of creeps before he stops, go back a stage. Okay? Your dog should stop on the spot. He shouldn't creep forward. So if he is creeping or not stopping, you've skipped through the steps too fast. Maybe your food's not quite right. You might need to use bigger pieces, or maybe your toy's not quite right, okay? So I'm gonna show you again. Wait. Okay, wait. Good. Yes. Good boy. So keep him there with that good, and each time you do this, try and keep him there a little bit longer so that you're sustaining that weight in position. So it's good, good, good. Yes. Throw it out to him on the spot so he gets rewarded where he stopped, okay? Go away and have a practice of this exercise. Start initially in your garden, and then once your dog's really good at this and they've mastered the actual weight cue, start taking it out on your walks to help generalize this to lots of different locations. And later on in the course, we're going to show you how we do this when your dog's not looking at you, so that we can get rid of this hand signal and get it onto the weight cue only. So post your videos in the comments below and we'll give you guys some feedback.